Everybody out there on YouTube, back again with another video. So today, trucking authority. I've been running under my own authority for coming up on a year and 6 months. And for those who don't know, you are still considered new entrant per the DOT until your authority has been active, like consecutively for 1 year and 6 months. So if you was running under your own authority and then something happened, your insurance lapsed, or you took your insurance off, or you deactivated your authority or whatever, it kind of like starts the ball over again. So to keep the ball rolling, you have to maintain that insurance, because it's like the insurance is the main thing. So you have to maintain that insurance on your authority for 1 year, 6 months to not be considered new entrant anymore. So for a lot of people, that's what gets you, right? The insurance. And insurance is expensive. See, me, it was super expensive because I haven't even been driving for maybe 2 years when I decided to get my authority. And that plays another factor into your insurance. If you're going to get your authority brand new off the trainer truck, then it's going to cost a lot of money, especially the down payment. Now, you might can get something a little bit more reasonable, even if you decided to get your authority, run with a few companies that don't really require, A plus insurance, then you might be able to get away with that for the first year or so. So if you were just wondering like why authority costs so much and all of that type of stuff, it's mainly because of you being new, and it's not going to go down. You're not going to get no breaks really until after that 2-year mark with the authority. So you have to, be able to afford, basically, you have to be able to afford running under your authority for very expensive for the first 2 years. And then once your authority is not considered new entrant no more, then you will probably see the prices start to go down, which I haven't really experienced that yet. Now, mine is not too bad. Right now, like I said, I pay like almost $1,200 a month, right, for my authority insurance or whatever the case may be. So that's kind of reasonable. But if you do the math, and for those who let's say, for example, you are leasing your truck from the company that you work for right now. And if you do the math, right, let's say you got a truck payment, $1,500, and you got your authority, $1,500, that's $3,000, right? $3,000 a month. That's pretty much the same thing that you paying right now. Probably more than that, because I know guys got $1,000 a week deduction coming out of their check for their truck, $1,000 a week. So you're paying over what you can be paying for your truck payment and your own authority. So are you going to be able to just have your own authority for a year and 6 months? Then you will start getting some of those breaks. But that's just what it is. Like when it comes to authority, it's no way around it. Also, another thing that's taken account of that is your driving record. So you got to have to get the best numbers, like the absolute lowest you can possibly get, and be able to find work, because a lot of the brokers don't take the insurance if it's not A-rated. So you're going to run into problems with that finding work. But the best way to have the best possible thing that you can do is have a clean driving record, right? And the more time, the more experience you have in the trucking business, the better. So 2-3 years, 3 to 4 years is probably like a sweet spot. You'll be able to get some manageable insurance payments. So you can run your truck under your own authority for at least a year and 6 months till you become what they consider, an established DOT number. Because anything less than a year and 6 months, like I said, you're not established DOT number yet. You still consider new entrant, which is going to make your insurance high. So like I said in a couple of videos, I do have 2 recommendations that I've got pretty good rates for, especially being brand new and starting out with the authority situation. Also, too, you can email me. I've been talking to people and giving out information that I know. If I know it, I've been giving it to you. And shout out to the ones who did. Of course, I don't charge nobody for no type of information. I talked to a lot of people that I talked to. You guys been, insisting, that they, shoot me a little Cash App, shoot me a little PayPal or whatever, which I really, really appreciate that. That's just all coming just off the strength of me just sharing my knowledge that I know and that I've learned throughout trial and error, and for you guys to appreciate that. So shout out to you guys for that. But if you need the insurance companies, hit me up. Of course, I don't want to really say the name right now, but just email me. Like anybody who knows, they email me and I get it right over there to you. Factoring. So when you start in your insurance authority, like let's say you get on there right now and you start, you're going to get a lot of calls from factoring. Don't do like I did and just went with the first person that called me. You probably want to go with RTS. Even if you just start with them, they're going to save you a lot of money in fees and stuff like that versus the other people that's going to be calling your phone trying to get you to factor with them. Also fuel cards. I have fuel cards with RTS as well. I'm going to leave that link in the description. Now, it's so easy to get in contact with RTS, which is a good thing. I talk to them directly, and it's good to have somebody, like if you got a situation that you need handled, you got somebody to call. The link in the description, you can just fill in your information and put in a request, and then Jacob will give you a call for factoring. Alec will give you a call for fuel. So just put both of those in, or I'm going to leave their contact information. If you don't want to put the request in and have them call you, you can call them. So either way, I can set it up to where you can put in a request so that if you want them to call you and you can just answer the phone and talk to them, or if you want to call them, however way you want to do it, that information will definitely be down in the description. But new guys, I want to leave this with you too. If you right now on your trainer truck watching videos because you know that you want to do this trucker thing, but you want to get through the training part and you're going to be doing your own thing later on. Right now, make sure you are starting a business. So get online, register your business so you can get your DUNS number, all that stuff, so your business can start being established along with, the time that it's taking you to train and get your experience for trucking. So that's the process. So you guys, if you are on your trainer truck right now, or you're out there with your partner because, you went with a big mega company and they want you to drive team, and you got some time and you're watching videos and you're trying to figure out what you're going to do with this trucking thing, my advice to you is that, get your experience, keep your driver record clean, and start your trucking business right now. Because when you get out and you want to get your own truck and you want to lease your truck onto a carrier, you want to do all of that type of stuff under a business. So that way, you're no longer job hopping, right? For example, if I got a business and I lease on to Landstar under my business name, Landstar 1099 me, and I'll be like, oh, it ain't working out over here. I'm gonna go to my homeboy because he gonna let me do my own thing, and you go and you lease under him, he give you an authority. It's not like I worked at Landstar, I worked at XBO, I worked at, all these different places. It's just gonna be one thing. It's gonna be your company name. Your company brought in this amount of revenue from wherever it came from. You don't have to really use all the different places that you work. So that right there alone would eliminate the job hopping. You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of times you got to reiterate some of these things because, we got to get the ball rolling, and everybody needs to just, get out there and get moving with everything. You know what I'm saying? Don't just sit there and watch the videos and don't apply any of it, Because what I want to do is give you guys the first step. I give you things that you can do right now. Click off of this video and go right now and start looking at, starting your business, or start thinking about your business name or whatever like that. Get that established so you can go ahead and start establishing some business credit. So when you go decide to buy your truck, you can buy your truck under your business name. If you need to work on your credit, you need to be working on your credit right now. Right now while you're team driving or you're with your trainer right now, you can start right now. It's a point that you need to pull your credit, go to Credit Karma, get what your credit scores is, find out what's on your credit, and start working on those things right now. Start putting money towards stuff you need to pay off. Get you a credit card. You have to get credit cards. I don't care what nobody say. It's no way around it. Credit cards is right now still the most important and effective factor on your credit right now. It's the most important thing, because that revolving credit balance is what makes your score high. And then all the other stuff is debt, right? You buy a car, you buy a truck, that's considered debt. You need those things. They want to see those things on your credit to see how you pay those things back because you borrowed money. Of course, they want to see you borrow money, and they look at your ability to repay the money back, but they only use that to evaluate your credit history, your credit worthiness. If we loan you some money too, are you going to pay us back? But houses, cars, is debt, right? It's now not all debt is bad debt, because of course you want real estate, you want these different things, and you want this type of a mixture of credit history. But at the end of the day, it's still debt, Whether it's good debt, bad debt, it's all debt. But what ain't debt is having credit cards with high limits. I'm just saying. Like, share, subscribe. Till next time. See you in the next video.